Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. My guest today is Marcus Massey, who plays Owl in the upcoming Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Marcus, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. Lovely to be with you.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate this. This is so awesome. I love your
I,
setup,
I
by the
did,
way.
I did, I did, I did tell Taylor that I'll be there on time. Yes,
Yeah,
right. Yes,
that
absolutely.
that joke is a hoot.
Hey,
There
all
we
right.
go. There we
We're,
go.
we're bang on today. Brilliant. Excellent. This is a good start.
Yep, off to the races. So, Marcus,
Hmm.
you were in the first Blood and Honey as Colt. Is that what led to you being cast in the second one?
Yeah, well, I mean, very partly, yes. Obviously, Colt is a redneck crazy man who comes across Pooh, tries to kill him, and then obviously I'm not giving too much away, boys and girls, but he comes to a sticky end, as do most people in that film. And I do know I've been in several films, Dinosaur Hotel 2, Dinosaur Hotel 3, Dinosaur Prison, Killer Christmas Tree, I think it's called The Killing Tree, playing the killer in the Killing Tree, not just the actual tree itself, but actually the person who was actually a real person before he got executed and came back as a tree. And I mean, I don't know whether you've seen that film, but
I haven't seen that one yet.
oh, okay. Just a bit. How does somebody come back as a tree? This will take 2 seconds, because okay, he's a mass murderer. He gets executed for his crimes, and but luckily his girlfriend is a witch, and then she raises him from the dead. But unfortunately, she doesn't read the spell properly. Listen, boys and girls, always read the instructions first, preferably twice, because what happens is that you can resurrect his soul, but it's actually got to go into something that's roughly the same height and body mass as the original person, and that was the Christmas tree.
Oh my
So
gosh,
that's
that sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a good
well, there we
premise.
go. There we go. So anyway, so I've been in a number of these films. I think about 14.
Oh wow.
And so they knew what I could do. They knew me very well, obviously, but also me in a variety of different roles as well. So there's nothing that they needed to know more there. And and of course, when it comes to I mean, Owl is a I mean, this is a biased thing, obviously, but I love the intense character of Al.
Oh, that's so
Yes,
cool.
because the thing is, I mean, Owl isn't just focused and wise. I mean, but he's also, you see what his issues are real issues. Uh, as a human being, we have all been betrayed. We have all had terrible things happen to us. We've all had people telling us things and not going through with them. People say they love you. Well, you know, people say they're going to do things, um, and that is what's happened to Owl and all the other animals. And it's that kind of stop. And the other thing is this: um, there's 100 acre wood. Humans are coming in and they're doing what they always do. They start chopping it down. It's like, no, no, this is ours because we own everything. And it's like, no, we live here, and and you're invading our territory. We have to make a stand. We have to fight back. Otherwise, we'll just die anyway. And so this is powerful stuff. You know, I want people to watch the film and they're going, you know what? He's right.
Owl is right. Team
We
Owl.
wouldn't stand here and let somebody else come along and knock our house down
Mhm.
and send bulldoze all over it. And then there's love. What I mean, what kind of person says they love you
Mhm.
and then abandon you?
Ooh.
Well, the answer to that is humans do that
Mhm.
all the time. Owlet has a problem with that sort of
Mhm.
behavior.
Oh,
And
that's
I
great
can
to know his motivation.
Well, I mean, I think we all know where he's coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's relatable. How did your
absolutely.
friends and family react when you told them you were going to be playing Owl in Blood and Honey too?
Well, quite very excited. Very excited. I mean, obviously, Owl is a main character, but of course, but but unfortunately, it's only it it's you're saying you're going to do it, and then you get the script. Of course, you don't want to spoil it for anybody, so of course the script remains secret because I mean, what's the point of spoiling anything? Nobody likes things spoiled. They say they do, but then they don't actually, and it's wrong to spoil it for people. So of course they don't know. I mean, I sit here in my studio learning my lines, blah 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 blah, so nobody can hear, and so they have no idea what's going on. But all I've said is what I've told you now. Just the general story of what it's all about. Look, here he is. There's Owl.
That is awesome. How long did it take you to get all that like prosthetics and the makeup and get into character?
That is a very good question. It took in general it was 100 minutes or 90 minutes, 100 minutes to put on a prosthetic, and it's a full face prosthetic,
Oh,
and it's made of latex, and it's glued onto your face,
oh my
so it
gosh.
moves with your face. And each one is a one-time deal because when you peel it off, then it sort of
Oh,
ruins it
oh wow.
because then it stretches it. So every every day I was on set,
Mm,
they need to put on a new one, and then of course, and this is something that I've got new respect for people like Lieutenant Worf and
mm,
people like that because you look at it and you think, yeah, you're fine. I mean, it's just something on your face.
mhm.
But it's it's not because you can't breathe through your nose for starters because it's a full face. So you have to get used to breathing through your mouth. Uh, it gets hot. You can't start sweating. Not to put a too fine a point on it, because this is all sealed up. It starts filling up your nose cavity with gunge after. I mean, it's fine for the first 2 or 3 hours, but after that, after about 4 hours, it starts filling up with sweat and gudge from your nose. You have
Oh
to breathe through
no.
your mouth. Obviously, to drink, you have to do it through a straw. I know,
Mhm.
but girls always do that because they have lipstick. But you have to get used to doing that. But then also, uh, when you try to eat something, you can't breathe and eat at the same time because, of course, you don't have your nose. If you put it in, you quickly. It's like that.
Oh gosh.
So it gets quite challenging after about 8 hours. And when you get to sort of hour 10, it's really quite difficult. But you press on,
Mhm.
and the thing is that because it's uncomfortable, I mean, I was trained a method actor, so when things get uncomfortable and you're playing somebody like Owl, that's a gift. That just did right. Okay, don't act. Be, and it's like going to okay, that's fine because that's the truth. That is bringing the truth of reality into the performance, and that's what you see.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Owl is not a I mean, you can see him. He's quite an ugly chap.
Mhm.
It has to be said. uh and and but he's made ugly, and you know why
Mhm.
he's made ugly? Because he years of struggle and disappointment,
Mhm.
and right, yes, so let that be a lesson.
Yeah.
Yes, fully
How,
relax. Don't become like Owl
yeah,
if you can help it,
if you
but
can help it.
still have his views though.
Mhm. So I got to ask, growing up, what was your relationship like with Winnie the Pooh? Did you read the books? Did you watch the movies? Did you have a relationship with the franchise growing up?
I did read the books. I've got the books actually, which I read through uh, first as soon as I realised I was going to be
Oh,
just
cool.
to sort of remind yourself as to the lore of the stories, etc., etc. Of course, that was before I got the script, and I realised that actually the stories have got nothing to do with the actual um, situation. With, I mean,
Mhm.
Pooh is obviously a mad killer,
Mhm.
but is he mad, or is he just doing what he has to do to survive? And yes, so yes, so yes, so I did know the characters, and I and um yeah, no, I like Pooh. I mean, the one I mean, the story which is the one that we all remember is the one where he eats too much honey and gets stuck in the hole.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yes, yes. I think that's the one that we all I don't know why, but
Mhm.
that's the one.
Yeah, that's like the classic go-to. So a question
Yeah.
that I've been asking so far, I've talked to Eddie, who plays Piglet. I've talked to Nikki, who plays Daphne, which is Christopher Robin's mom. I've been asking
Mm,
everyone growing up who their favorite Winnie the Pooh character was. Was yours
I
Owl, or
knew
did you have a
I
specific?
knew you were going to ask that. Yes. Well, I did like Owl, although the thing is that he is sort of pompous, and it's an irony really, because of course he's Owl and meant to be wise, but he talks utter bollocks all the time. And, which is the funny thing about Owl in the stories. I mean, he sits there going, "Oh, I'll tell you all about this," and then just it's like makes up complete garbage. No, yeah, I mean, I did like. I mean, I did. I think I liked Tigger the best, and Tig. I mean, he seemed to have the sort of the life about him.
Mhm.
Yes, and I liked that.
Yeah,
Yes, and
Tigger's
he
great.
certainly does in this film. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I can't
Yes.
wait. Yeah, I have a interview scheduled with Lewis, who plays Tigger. I cannot wait
Mm.
to speak with him and learn all about how he brought Tigger to the screen. That's
Oh
going
my
to be
goodness,
very fun.
that
Without
will be
giving,
a. Mm.
oh, sorry, without giving anything away, did you have a favorite scene to film? Maybe something that we got a glimpse of in the trailer?
I think my favorite scene is the scene which the only photo released, which is the one here, um, uh, is the one where it's in Owl's lair. And what it is that there's this whole situation that's taken place, and Owl has, because essentially Pooh, as we all know, is a bear of little brain. So everything has to be spelled out to him. And Owl is, of course, the wise uh, planner, the visionary, the hand that guides, and Owl explains to Pooh what must be done, and then Pooh takes it in and goes, right, okay, explains essentially what I just said earlier on there,
Hmm.
which is, you know, if we don't fight, we're going to die anyway,
Hmm.
and so we have to make a stand. And it gives a reason, because I think in the first film there was this a, 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 there was this sense of
Hmm.
that what it is that Christopher Robin said he loved these characters, disappeared off to university, then he's more interested in his wife and girlfriend and wife, etc., etc. Lovely actress Paula, and um, and then forgets all about them. And it's like, what kind of love is that? And then
Right.
it's like, right, you know what? That doesn't just break
Hmm.
hearts. It engenders this boiling anger, rumbling within, and uh, and so Owl explains that
Hmm.
to Pooh, explains partly where this anger is coming from. You know, a lot of people are angry. A lot of people don't even realize they're angry, which is quite an interesting one.
Hmm.
But they are. They've got these little things inside them which are niggling away, and because it's habitual, because it's a habit, they don't even recognize it
Hmm.
as frustration and anger anymore, because it's life. And this is the sort of thing that can eat away at you, and quite unless you go through a process of thinking about yourself, relaxing, get the tension out. You find all of these things start coming out, and you suddenly realize, oh right, I never knew this about myself. Now it all begins to make sense. It's the sort of thing we do in the method, as a matter of fact. But but um, but but it's not just here. It's not just about actors and or artists in general. It's
Mhm.
everybody, and it's one of the reasons why people go go to gigs and go to films and go to the
Mhm.
theatre, do this because what's happening is that they're going and you have an artist there who is revealing
Mhm.
something about themselves, and that goes, oh, you know what? I feel like that.
Mhm.
That's brilliant. Now, the funny thing is that they don't know. They're only projecting it upon themselves
Mhm.
because it's actually the artist who's doing something that you have no idea about their background and what their experiences are, but they're revealing things, and other people see something that relates to them in it, which has actually got nothing to do with what the actual artist is revealing, because the artist is revealing their experience. So that is a very interesting thing.
No, yeah, I agree. That's very interesting.
Mm.
Right now, crossovers are a huge thing in films, in comics, in television. If you were able to cross over Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, if they were to give you the option for the third one to cross it over with any franchise, it doesn't necessarily have to be horror. What would you like to see the Winnie the Pooh gang cross over with?
Oh my goodness. Right. Wow. That is, I mean, where do we go? I mean, you know what? You know what I would like? And this is a purely selfish thing, but it's also my favorite character when it comes to comic books, etc., etc. And that is Batman.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Batman and Owl. I mean, the thing is, right? Yes,
That'd be
yes,
fine.
yes. And then in that situation, I won't be Owl by myself.
And you could get Penguin in there
Uh,
somehow. You could cross over Penguin.
yeah, well, yes,
That'd be
yes.
perfect. Yeah. And then actually, you know what? In Batman, there's the Court
Poultry
of
in
Owls.
motion.
So yeah,
Yes,
it's like
yes.
it's all connected. Wow. We should get on that. We should start pitching it. Because I did hear that I think it's like, oh, I don't know how long, within the next like 10 years, I think Batman's gonna be public domain, like the very first iteration of Batman.
Oh, wow.
I'm
That
pretty sure I
is,
read that. That'd be crazy.
I want to be Batman.
Yeah, that would be really, really fun. So,
Yeah.
Marcus, I know you're also a voiceover artist. What is
Mm.
your favorite type of character to voice?
Now that's interesting. Now, there are many types of voiceover artists, character ones, etc. And of course, I am an actor. But the voiceovers I generally do are corporate voiceovers. So, for example, a a company which is, let's say, a Finnish company, and they have got a conference, and they have got their corporate videos in Finnish. But then they're going to go to an international conference, and so they need an English version. So then I will do that. But characters, I is not an area which I have dealt with very often. So no,
Okay.
uh, that's not my area.
Mhm. But that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. My friend, she has a voiceover studio. She does a mix of characters and then she also does the corporate stuff too. So every once in a while you'll hear an ad and you'll hear her voice for a product or for a company, and it's so cool to hear.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, and it's like the ooh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yes.
Are there any shows or movies, doesn't necessarily have to be horror, that you've been watching lately or binging on Netflix that you've been enjoying that you would recommend to people?
Well, I would I'm a bit late on this, but I am going through what I consider to be absolutely amazing. But then again, this is not saying anything because everybody says it, and so it is true. I mean, it's I love Breaking Bad.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I'm walking through that slowly.
Mhm. Your
Uh,
first time watching it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
That's what I mean by
you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat.
it is absolutely terrific.
Mhm.
Comedy wise, I absolutely loved Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites.
It is absolutely terrific. Everybody in it is fantastic.
I love
It's
that show.
tight and sharp, and it's got this very laid back humor,
Mm.
and I think it is really fantastic quality.
Oh yeah, me too. Those are great shows. You are gonna love Breaking Bad. I remember how addicted I was to that show. And back then, it was on like cable and it was like a weekly, like I don't know, 8 p.m. drop. So I would have friends come over, we would get pizza. Because now it's like you can watch anything whenever you want on streaming. But back then it was like you had a place, a time, and you would just get all your friends together. So much fun.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
have any
yes.
plans for when Blood and Honey 2 comes out with friends and family to how you're gonna go see it for the first time? Or you're gonna get a group together to go see it?
Well, there is going to be a London premiere, but those details are still being ironed out.
Mhm,
I am sure that at some other point I will go with other people,
mhm,
maybe to see it again, etc., etc. But no hard and fast plans at the moment because it's all a question of releases and
mhm.
and getting dates together. And even the premiere we in London, that hasn't been fully ironed out yet either. But it's but yeah, we will def party. Yes,
Oh, that's awesome.
it's not for everyone though. This is the thing,
Mm,
even the first film, it was people going, oh, well, yeah, I don't really, people who would surprise people you would think would not have a problem with blood and guts,
uh-huh.
going, all right, yeah, no, it's not really for me. I'm going, what
It's
are
just
you?
such a good time.
Are you 5 years old? What sort of yeah, right.
But the people
Yes.
that it is for, they're gonna love it. They're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be such a
Mm,
fun time.
mm, yes.
For people who want to keep up with you and your career and upcoming projects you have, where can people follow you?
Um, I think the best is Instagram, which is the Marcus Massey, which is my Instagram handle, TheMarcusMassey. Yes.
And
And
Marcus,
I hope you enjoy that as well, because it's not just films there; it's
mhm.
all sorts of different characters that I portray in stills there, and that is something I've been doing for quite some time now, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Marcus, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate
Thank
this.
you.
This has
Thank you
been
for
so much
inviting
fun.
me. It's
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
it's very
And
nice to meet you.
uh,
I cannot wait to see this film. And I will also, in the description of this video, include a link to your Instagram so people can go follow you there and check out what you're up to. But thank you,
brilliant.
Marcus. This is so
Thank
much fun.
you very much, Taylor. You take care
All right.
and have a great day.
Thank you.
Uh, I gotta fly.
All right.
There we Can I put in any more puns?
Uh,
Out well that ends well.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Bye.
Bye.